From the lives of these two divorced women sharing an apartment in New York City, to this savvy and scheming teenager who used his skills to outsmart adults around him, these are 15 discontinued sitcoms from the 1980s that we all miss. Gimme a Break! Gimme a Break aired from 1981 to 1987 and starred Nell Carter as Nell Harper, a housekeeper who becomes the guardian of a widowed police chief's 3 teenage daughters after his passing. Set in San Pedro, California, the sitcom focused on the comedic and heartwarming dynamics between Nell and the family she unexpectedly joins. Nell, known for her strong-willed yet loving nature, balances her role as a surrogate mother with her personal ambitions and humorous encounters. The show stood out for its mix of humor, family values, and Carter's standout performance, which earned her an Emmy nomination. Gimme a Break remains a beloved example of 1980s sitcoms that combined family drama with lighthearted comedy. Kate and Allie. Kate and Allie aired from 1984 to 1989 and followed the lives of two divorced women, Kate McCardle and Allie Lowell, who decide to share a New York City apartment to help each other navigate single motherhood and career challenges. Starring Susan St. James as Kate and Jane Curtin as Allie, the sitcom explored themes of friendship, family, and modern womanhood with humor and heart. Kate, a freelance writer, and Allie, a recently divorced housewife, each bring their own set of experiences and quirks to the dynamic, creating a blend of comedy and relatable situations. The show was notable for its portrayal of female friendship and its balance of comedic moments with sincere, emotional undertones. Kate and Allie remains fondly remembered for its engaging characters and its progressive take on women's roles in the 1980s. My Sister Sam. My Sister Sam aired from 1986 to 1988 and starred Pam Dauber as Patty, a free-spirited model who moves in with her younger sister Sam, played by Rebecca Schaefer, after her latest relationship ends. Set in San Francisco, the sitcom focused on the challenges and comedic situations that arise as Patty tries to balance her wild lifestyle with her responsibilities as a guardian. Sam, a high school student with dreams of becoming a journalist, often finds herself caught between her sister's idealism and her own ambitions. The series combined humor with heartfelt moments, exploring themes of family dynamics and personal growth. Despite a promising start and strong chemistry between the leads, My Sister Sam struggled with ratings and was ultimately canceled after 2 seasons. The show is remembered for its charming portrayal of sibling relationships and Schaefer's memorable performance. Benson. Benson aired from 1979 to 1986 and was a spin-off of the sitcom Soap. The show starred Robert Guillaume as Benson Dubois, a smart and resourceful African-American butler who becomes the executive housekeeper for Governor Eugene X. Gatling, played by James Noble. Set in the governor's mansion, Benson highlighted Benson's efforts to navigate the complexities of politics and bureaucracy while managing the daily operations of the household. His wit and practicality often contrasted with the eccentricities of the governor and his staff, providing comedic tension. The series tackled social issues with humor and offered a positive portrayal of a black character in a professional role. Guillaume's performance was widely praised, earning him an Emmy Award for his role. Benson is fondly remembered for its clever writing and strong character-driven comedy. Square Pegs. Square Pegs aired from 1982 to 1983 and was a notable teen sitcom created by Ann Beats. Set in the fictional Wee-Maui High School, the show followed the lives of 2 socially awkward high school girls, Patty Green, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Lauren Hutchinson, Amy Linker, as they navigated the challenges of adolescence. The series was praised for its honest portrayal of high school life and its focus on the outcasts and misfits rather than the popular crowd. It combined sharp humor with a touch of satire, providing a fresh take on the typical teen sitcom. Despite its critical acclaim and cult following, Square Pegs struggled with low ratings and was canceled after just 1 season. The show remains a beloved example of early 80s television, remembered for its quirky characters and unique perspective on teenage life. It's Your Move. It's Your Move aired from 1984 to 1985 and was a quirky sitcom that centered around 14-year-old Matthew Burton, Jason Bateman, a savvy and scheming teenager with with a knack for manipulation. The show portrayed Matthew's misadventures as he used his wit and cunning to outsmart the adults around him, particularly his new neighbor, Norman, David Garrison, who becomes his primary target. The sitcom mixed clever humor with a touch of youthful rebellion, making it stand out in the mid-80s TV landscape. Despite its initial popularity and Bateman's standout performance, It's Your Move struggled with inconsistent ratings and was canceled after one season. The show is remembered for its inventive storytelling and Bateman's early rise to fame, showcasing his comedic talent before his later successes in TV and film. Head of the Class. Head of the Class aired from 1986 to 1991 and was a popular sitcom centered around a group of academically gifted high school students and their unconventional teacher, Mr. Charlie Moore, Howard Hesseman. Set in a New York City high school, the show followed Mr. Moore as he guided his diverse group of students through various academic and personal challenges with a mix of humor and unconventional teaching methods. The series explored the dynamics between the students, who each had unique personalities and backgrounds, and their engaging teacher, who valued creative thinking over traditional academic pressures. Head of the Class was praised for its smart writing and strong performances, particularly Hesseman's, and became a staple of late 80s and early 90s television, resonating with viewers for its portrayal of high school life and education. Police Squad. Police Squad aired for 6 episodes in 1982 and is a cult classic comedy series created by Jim Abrahams and the Zucker brothers, David and Jerry. This short-lived show starred Leslie Nielsen as Detective Frank Drebin, a bumbling but well-intentioned cop in a parody of classic police procedurals. Known for its deadpan humor and rapid-fire visual gags, Police Squad used a format of joke-filled dialogue and slapstick comedy, alongside clever puns and sight gags that were integral to its style. Despite its critical acclaim and innovative humor, the show struggled with ratings and was canceled after one season. However, it gained a dedicated fan base and later inspired the successful Naked Gun film series, which continued the comedic adventures of Frank Drebin and cemented Nielsen's role as a comedic actor. Double Trouble. Double Trouble aired on NBC from 1984 to 1985 and was a sitcom starring the twin sisters Jean and Liz Sagal. The show followed the lives of the twins, who were polar opposites in personality. Jean was a career-focused, high-strung executive, while Liz was a free-spirited, easygoing woman. The series explored their differing approaches to life and relationships, often leading to comedic situations and misunderstandings. Set in Chicago, the show featured their family and friends as they navigated various personal and professional challenges. Although Double Trouble had a modest following and showcased the comedic talents of the Sagal sisters, it was short-lived, running for only 2 seasons. Despite its cancellation, the show remains a notable entry in the 1980s sitcom genre for its unique premise and the chemistry between the lead characters. Mr. Belvedere. Mr. Belvedere aired on ABC from 1985 to 1990. The sitcom starred Christopher Hewitt as Lynn Belvedere, a sophisticated and unflappable English butler who becomes the housekeeper for the Owens family. The show centers around Mr. Belvedere's interactions with the family, Father George, Mother Marcia, and their 3 children, Kevin, Heather, and Wesley. Despite his initial reservations, Mr. Belvedere becomes a key figure in the family's lives, offering advice and guidance while navigating everyday challenges. The series is known for its blend of humor and heart, highlighting Mr. Belvedere's witty remarks and the dynamic between him and the family. His character, with his blend of refined manners and practical wisdom, brings a unique charm to the show, making it a memorable part of the 1980s television landscape. Empty Nest. Empty Nest aired on NBC from 1988 to 1995, a spin-off from The Golden Girls. The show centers on Dr. Harry Weston, a widowed physician played by Richard Mulligan, who navigates life after his children leave for college. The series explores the challenges and comedic situations Harry faces while adjusting to an empty nest and dealing with his close-knit group of friends and family. His daily life is further complicated by his eccentric neighbor Carol, played by Dinah Manoff, and his 2 grown daughters, who frequently return home. The show blends humor with heartfelt moments, offering a look at the complexities of family dynamics and personal growth during this transitional phase of life. Empty Nest was well well received for its engaging characters and relatable themes, making it a notable part of late 80s and early 90s television. Dear John aired on NBC from 1988 to 1992. The sitcom stars Judd Hirsch as John Lacey, a recently divorced schoolteacher who joins a support group for the recently separated and divorced. The series explores John's struggles with adjusting to his new life, dating, and coping with his ex-wife and his teenage son. The show balances humor with emotional moments, portraying the challenges and ups and downs of navigating life post-divorce. It features a diverse cast of characters within the support group, each dealing with their own personal issues and offering comic relief. Dear John is remembered for its unique take on the divorce and support group themes, as well as its blend of comedy and drama, which set it apart from other sitcoms of the era. 227 aired on NBC from 1985 to 1990. This sitcom focuses on the lives of the residents of a middle-class apartment building in Washington, D.C., centering on the main character, Mary Jenkins, played by Marla Gibbs. Mary, a strong and outspoken woman, navigates the everyday challenges of her life with her family and neighbors. The show is notable for its humorous take on social issues, relationships, and community dynamics. It also features a diverse cast, including a memorable role by Jackie Harry as the glamorous and eccentric neighbor Sandra Clark. 227 combines comedy with insightful commentary on family and community, capturing the spirit of its time while delivering relatable and entertaining content. Out of This World aired on syndication from 1987 to 1991. This sci-fi sitcom follows the life of Evie Garland, a teenage girl who discovers she has inherited superpowers from her alien father, who lives on a distant planet. Evie's powers include the ability to stop time and teleport, which she uses to navigate the challenges of adolescence while keeping her secret from her friends and family. The show features the comedic adventures that arise from her unusual abilities and the interactions with her quirky family, including her earthbound mother and her extraterrestrial father. The series combines elements of teen drama and fantasy, with a focus on Evie's struggles to balance her extraordinary powers with everyday life. She's the Sheriff aired from 1987 to 1989 and is a comedy series starring Suzanne Summers as Hildy Granger, a former Los Angeles police officer who becomes the sheriff of a small town in the American West. The show combines humor and crime solving as Hildy juggles the responsibilities of law enforcement with her personal life, including raising her teenage children. Her unconventional methods and fresh perspective often clash with the town's traditional ways and her own eccentric deputies. The series is known for its light-hearted take on crime and law enforcement, showcasing Summers' comedic talents while exploring themes of family and community in a small-town setting. Those were 15 discontinued sitcoms from the 1980s that we all miss. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel and check out another dive into nostalgia here.